Raising Nebraska is an agriculture education facility that allows youth and adults to come enjoy agriculture in a hands-on experience. And so we have interactive exhibits that allow them to touch, to feel, and to be immersed into Nebraska agriculture. When people come to the fair, they are going to be able to see what Nebraska does best, which is Nebraska agriculture. The state of Nebraska is outlined, and they are going to be able to see the crops that Nebraska raise in the appropriate place of where they are grown. And so we're able to allow the public, the fairgoers, to experience agriculture up close, being able to see what those plants look like right next to them versus driving down on the road.
What we're doing is we're putting this system out here to put water on the crops for the state fair. It's basically to scale, to show how a system works out in the field, so the people that aren't familiar with irrigation can see it at the state fair as we demonstrate watering. We have a team from Ranke Technical Support here to put up this system. What we're going to do is build the pivot center first. That's where the water enters the pivot, and then we'll build the span, and we'll tower it, and we'll hook it all together. Under the pivot is going to be corn, soybeans, and wheat, typically irrigated crops. On the western end of the state is going to have dry land crops that aren't typically irrigated.
Well, Ranke is proud to be the irrigation sponsor of Raising Nebraska, and proud to be part of this exhibit and part of this learning experience. Everyone at Ranke feels is very important for the people in Nebraska and everyone from across the country to understand how important agriculture is to our state, to our country, and to the economy of this state, more importantly. So Ranke, as the irrigation sponsor, has put up 2 pivots here at the Raising Nebraska exhibit. The exterior pivot's actually going to be an active pivot that's going to have water running through it, and it's going to have the ability to irrigate the crops that are planted underneath it. So the pivot being installed on the Raising Nebraska outdoor project is to scale. So it's not your typical pivot. It's a 1-tower pivot, about 42 foot long with a 13-foot in-boom. And being active, we're hoping that we can irrigate the crops underneath at specific times so the public can come out and take a look at a pivot working as it would in the field.